that's not happy, I don't know what else is, right?
El Jefe.
El Jefe.
Let's do it.
Let's
Boom.
do it. Welcome back to the Desert Brew. I'm Rashid.
And I'm Gene.
And we're coming to you from the Palm Springs Cultural Center. And today we have an amazing show for you. We're talking about Avenida Music.
Which you went to.
I did. Amazing center.
I wasn't invited.
You just never showed up.
All right, whatever. And I actually did an interview with Sonny Von Cleveland, who it's an interview you gotta watch.
Amazing guy.
Amazing guy. We're also going to see him in some other segments, but this guy wrote a book, came from a really tough background, but really a success story in turning his life around and now helping other people. So definitely worth the watch.
Exactly. Then we also have some family segments. You know, we're starting to get a little soft on you guys.
I'm not getting soft. You don't see me with kids.
Anyways, let's go ahead and dive into a little bit of Avenida Music first.
We'll see you on the other side. Hey, what's up, Rashid?
What's going on, Gene?
We got moved to 8:30 p.m. on Saturday.
Oh my gosh, that's my date night.
There are no dates.
Come on, Gene. Don't put my business out in front of all these people.
Sorry, listen. I thought we were getting canceled, got called into the big office, and they said 8:30 p.m. I said, that's right.
I guess we gotta do what we gotta do.
We gotta do what we gotta do. Join us, check out the show, The Adventures of Gene and Rashid.
8:30 on Saturdays, only on NBC Palm Springs. Hello, Desert Brew community. We are out in Indio today, and we are interviewing Oscar Ortiz, the mayor of Indio, and we are at the Avenita Music Hall today.
Yep.
So this is the grand opening.
Yeah.
And this is just a piece of all the exciting things happening in downtown Indio. So what other things are going on today? Because this is a music hall and a coffee shop?
Yes,
Okay.
Music Hall Coffee Shop. So this is actually for all ages.
Okay.
So we'll be able to have family events here. People will be able to bring their kids, which is really important for our community. I know a lot of people have been asking for more family-friendly spaces for our residents, and so this is going to be a great addition. We also have our Second Saturdays concert once a month. On the second Saturday, we have free concerts downtown. We're building up our outdoor music stage for that as well.
Wow.
And then we also have every Friday the food trucks out here in downtown. And you know, CODs expand. We have more restaurants coming this year, so we're pretty excited. A lot of developments coming.
I love that. So is the development, is it more business friendly? Is it more family friendly? Or are you just trying to just community just focus? What is the major focus?
I think it's really just a gathering space. You know, this used to be the gathering space for the city of Indio, right downtown, and bringing that back to bringing places where you can bring your families and have fun, and get some drinks or enjoy some music. So we have all kinds of different businesses that are going to be coming to cater to all the needs of our residents here.
I love it. All right, let's go ahead and get back in. It's a little bit hot out in Indio, but other than that, we got family friendly and we got business friendly here in Indio.
Yep.
We're back and we're interviewing another Indio legend, Wayman Furman, another great councilman that is making impact here in Indio. Are you guys building new buildings, or are you just building what you have here from the foundation and you're just converting? So what is the movement like here?
Okay, so right now downtown, we're gonna have restaurants, we're gonna have entertainment, we're gonna have housing, and probably most importantly, we have the college that's expanding here downtown with the Child Development Center, which is gonna have additional 5,000 students, which is bring us to about 9,000. So that's gonna put those bodies down here, and we have some housing coming down here, which actually one of the great things is 15% is affordable. So folks are gonna be able to live, play, eat, and be educated right here downtown.
I love that. What is the employment rate looking like for some of these new businesses?
Well, that's the great thing. So something like Avenida Music, and across the street we have some new developments coming in. It's going to open job opportunities for locals. And when I say locals, I mean people who live right down the street, who will be able to walk from their house to come to work downtown. And so even with the projects that we have, the housing complexes, that's going to be great, because in this day and age, affordable housing is a big challenge. So we're bringing that down here. We have some new businesses downtown, so it's great. So we're looking forward to more people coming downtown Indio, and it's just going to keep expanding. We also have our Food Truck Fridays. We have our free concert series, Second Saturdays, that goes on right down the street. So it's a lot more coming, but you know what? I like to step back and we're gonna let this happen organic, so the community is what's gonna make this thrive.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the work that you're doing here in the community.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we're inside of Avenita Music Hall, and of course we had to interview Avenita Music. So your music's already amazing. Now you're bringing coffee and an environment for people just to vibe at too.
This started almost 2 years ago. The thought process, we really wanted a place for local musicians to be able to come and play, you know, platform their music, platform their craft, especially here on the east side of the Coachella Valley. Not a lot of places where you as a musician locally can go and play your stuff, especially if you're under 21. So it started there. We worked with the city of Indio. They knew that they needed something downtown, and they worked with us to be able to lease this space and to turn it into something that's got morning people stuff with all our coffee, and then a little nighttime vibe with we're gonna have some beer, we're gonna have some live music, and that was the brainchild. But 2 years later, it kind of came to fruition.
What type of musical acts are going to be coming here to this space? It is still early summer, so are you guys doing like a summer series or what's going on?
Yeah, so I think the overarching theme is we really want to get local musicians in here. We want to give them that chance. And especially, I think for us in genres that maybe don't always get that time of day, especially like your hard rock guys, your hip hop guys, a lot of times don't have a chance to come out here, into venues. And so we really want to provide that overall, just local. But yeah, we do want to go through themes and really plan out our events so that really just we give people something to look forward to. People are always looking forward to the next big thing that is going to come here, the next big show, what's going on, pairing groups together. But we're really psyched for really a lot of the groups we've gotten to know over the years that play locally and that just pour their hearts out. We're super excited to give them an awesome platform to share their music.
I love that. All right, you guys, let's get you back to the party.
Hey, thank you.
Hey, what's up, Rashid?
What's going on, Gene?
We got moved to 8:30 p.m. on Saturday.
Oh my gosh, that's my date night.
There are no dates.
Come on, Gene.
now,
Don't put my business out in front of all these people.
Sorry, listen. I thought we were getting canceled, got called into the big office, and they said 8:30 p.m. I said, that's right.
I guess we gotta do what we gotta do.
We gotta do. Join us, check out the show, The Adventures of Gene and Rashid.
8:30 on Saturdays.
We're
Only
hitting
on NBC Palm Springs.
Hey, welcome back to the Desert Brew. I am Gene, and I am here with a new friend of mine. Very honored to meet you, Sonny Von Cleveland.
Indeed.
What a name.
Thank you. It's actually a pseudonym for my music career.
I love it. Wait, music. I saw you're an actor as well.
I am.
And a writer.
I am. I have many hats that I wear, and a photographer.
It's like a quadruple threat.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I throw all the darts at the dartboard, seeing which one's actually going to stick.
Well, I think they're sticking because your new book's out. I'll hold it up here. Amazing. Hey, White Boy.
Indeed.
First of all, love the name. Great name.
It came from the Muslim man who became my mentor. That was the first thing he said to me, and he said it a lot. Hey, White Boy, come talk to me. And I just thought it was a really fitting title.
Tell us about the book. Tell us, this is a book from the heart, man.
It is. So it's a memoir of my life and how I got to where I am through the experiences that I've had. I also have a mindset coaching company, and I do a lot of mentor work with juveniles, and I'm a reentry coach in Los Angeles. And a goal of my life is to try to inspire people that might be in some type of situation where they can't get out of it. If they can't get over some emotional trauma or something that they've been through, I'm trying to leave this as a guidebook of how you can get past anything that you've been in your life. Maybe you find something in here relatable that you've gone through, and I don't do like the typical motivational books that you see where they tell you like, here's 5 steps, or here's 7 keys, or here's 3 magical words. I just put out my life and the experiences that I've had, and hope that someone can relate and say, well, the way he did that, I can try that too. And if it works for you, awesome. And if not, it's still just a touching story.
Yeah, it's your experiences, but it's also, where you found the strength and the knowledge to pull yourself, up and your work now. You've parlayed this into some amazing work. For example, bringing people back into society. I've seen that.
Yeah, the Ride Home program.
The Ride Home. And you have a nonprofit as well.
I do, the Von Cleveland Foundation, newly established, and it's meant to, so I'm a byproduct of mindset coaching. Even though my mentor wasn't a mindset coach per se, he was somebody that did the work, and he steered me in the direction of discovering the John C. Maxwell's of the world and the Mark Sanborns of the world. And finding that material, I want to give that to people.
Nice.
And most people can't afford mindset coaches. The people that need it the most can't really afford mindset coaches. It's expensive.
Right.
So I figured, why not put together a foundation that we can raise funds to buy books and donate them and to facilities like Martha's Kitchen, CVC, and then expand, or CVRM, and expand these things out to these places whose clientele are trying to better their lives. And a lot of these organizations offer, jobs, career training, clothing, housing, but they don't really offer anything in the way of mindset coaching to empower people. A lot of people that have been through traumatic stuff in their life don't feel worthy of being successful. And there's some internal work that has to be done so that they know that they're worthy of the life they're trying to achieve. And so that's the goal of the nonprofit, is to inspire people, to put them in their position to live their best life.
I mean, we have to start with the fact that just your story inspires.
It's a rough one.
But it's a rough one, but
I think it speaks to the tenacity of the human spirit. We are capable of dealing with so much more than we think we are.
Right.
And when we're pushed to those limits, and we feel like I'm at rock bottom, and then things get worse, and then things get worse, and you realize rock bottom is a really long way away.
Yeah. Rock bottom is when you're 6 feet under.
Right. And as long as you can breathe, you can always get up.
Right.
And
I love that.
I think we need, I'm a big fan of the Stoics. And Marcus Aurelius famously said, everything that goes into the fire becomes fuel for the fire. And so everything that we have in life, everything that happens to us, we get to choose which way we interpret that. We can interpret it as a loss, or we can interpret it as a lesson. And so when we look at these things, I have come to, and I'm a big fan of quotes, so forgive me for this, but Viktor Frankl said, suffering ceases to be suffering the moment it has a meaning. Nice. And that phrase really turned life around for me, because I looked at it, I've been a victim my whole life, victim of molestation, victim of violence. And I can either choose to be that victim and say, oh, my life has been so bad, I need help. Or I can see it as an opportunity to teach people, because I'm fine right now. I can breathe, I'm not hurting, I'm not in any pain. And if I can let things go, I can teach somebody. And so the suffering I've gone through now has a purpose. And it's no longer suffering, it's defining a legacy.
Someone watching this who's been victimized, hopefully it's past tense.
Sure.
What do they do to begin the journey?
Understand that nobody has a guidebook in life, right?
Okay.
We don't come here with a set guidebook that says this is how we do things.
Right.
Understand that the way we respond to things is what's going to determine how we feel. And if you've been victimized and something has happened to you, understand that it's not your fault. You didn't choose it, but you get to choose how you respond to it. And if we allow it to keep hurting us and we stay in that victimhood, it will spiral us for the rest of our lives. It blocks us from being happy, from being free. And the more we give that, we fuel that negative emotion, that pain or that trauma that we have, the more it will suck you down, and the more it will keep you subjugated in that negative mindset. And your voice is your key. This is the one thing that we have that separates us from all the rest of the species on the planet. The more you talk about what's happened to you, not complain about it, but talk about it. Go through the motions of describing what you feel, describing what's happened, and tell people, you start to heal. Right? It's really hard to talk about it first, but the more you do it, it gets easier. And that's called healing. And the best part about it is that other people will hear you and might get inspired to talk about their trauma as well. So if you're being victimized or were victimized, talk about it. Tell people about it. Reach out to a friend, reach out to somebody, start a blog, start a podcast, just start speaking about it. Have the courage to face that fear. And just
even writing it, even journaling it, right? I mean, that's a start.
It is a start. And journaling is such a fantastic method of getting your emotion out. but there's something
About-
powerful about speaking. There's
Right.
something
'Cause you're
powerful
heard,
about
because you're heard.
You are heard and you're validated
Exactly.
and people understand, and you can really invoke some empathy and caring from people.
Sonny, you are a good man.
Thank you
You're an
so
animal
much,
lover
Gene.
too,
I
which just
am an
makes it
animal
even
lover.
better. It's like ice cream. I mean, icing on the cake. So
I love animals.
you're a good man, and I'm blessed to have met you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back to Family Adventures. I'm Joffrey,
And I'm Tori. And I'm Gio.
and today we're taking you to the top of the mountain at Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. You guys ready to go?
Come on, let's go check it out.
Tori, look buddy, we are going on the tram. Yay! See you at the top.
Hey, hi, good morning. Good morning. Both cars are actually going the same speed, okay? Both cars are tied to the same cable, similar to a rope on a curtain. When you pull one side down, the other side goes up. So the machine in the valley is actually pulling that other car down. Since we're on the other end, we get pulled up. All right, Tower 5 is coming up. It's got a bigger swing. Hang on.
Oh, that's going really fast.
Thank you, Gil. All right, you guys, we made it and we are here. You ready to go? Okay, let's go. Okay, so we're here at the Peak Restaurant with restaurant manager John Fritsch. This place is simply amazing, beautiful in every possible way. Now, one of the things for me, when I bring up the family, it's great that you guys have the Ryan to dine with his families, but also me and the wife, every once in a while, we need our one-on-one time to get away from the kids. So you have everything from simple family dining to upscale restaurant. Give us a little more detail on this fantastic place.
Yeah, up here at the tram we have something for everybody. So we have the Pines Cafe, which has the Ride and Dine, which is very family friendly. But we also have the Peaks Restaurant here, which is our fine dining. It's been voted number 8 in the world for cliffside dining restaurants.
That's incredible.
And we also have a kids menu, so it is family friendly also up here, but it is a very, very nice restaurant for a romantic dinner for a couple also.
Well, obviously for pictures, nothing gets much more picturesque than this backdrop that you have here. But as far as the food, what are some of the top rated plates that people usually order when they come through here?
Well, I would say the Colorado rack of lamb and the half roasted duck. And there's also a duck confit flatbread, which is fantastic.
Okay, well, I don't know about you guys, but I haven't had lunch yet, so we're about to dive in. But let's go check out the rest of this fantastic place. We're here at the top of Grubbs Peak, a phenomenal view, and it brings to mind that saying, you don't go to the top of the mountain so the world can see you. You go to the top of the mountain so you can see the world. And you got a great view of the whole entire Coachella Valley from right here in this spot. So I'm here with Greg Purdy. He's Vice President of Marketing with Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. There's just so much more than meets the eye once you get up here and you explore from the museum to the amazing restaurants. But you're also experiencing a huge milestone for the tramway. If you can tell our viewers a little bit more about that.
September 12th was our 60th anniversary, and 60 years and almost 22 million people have ridden the tram. Of course, the work began on it back in the 30s, and legislation was passed in the 40s, and it finally started construction in the early 60s, and here we are 60 years later.
And I noticed this place went through a renovation just a few years ago.
Well, just finished actually a few months ago. We had about a 4-year, $13 million renovation of the mountain station. Kind of brought it back to the original architectural vision of E. Stewart Williams, and then also a lot of behind the walls, HVAC and electrical and plumbing and all that sort of thing. So we hope to maintain the architectural integrity of the building, even brought it back a little, as well as making it function for this decade. So this is the entrance trail to the 14,000-acre Mount San Jacinto State Park and Wilderness. And as you can see, it's quite beautiful.
Good thing I brought my hiking shoes, because we're here at the beginning of the walkway into the San Jacinto Mountains. And as any parent knows, the kids love the hike, especially when they're being carried. Ready to go to the forest? We're gonna go camping. Okay, thumbs up. Okay, thumbs up. Greetings from the tramway.
Hey, welcome back. Great show.
Yes, amazing show. If you're out in Indio, make sure you check out Avenita Music in downtown area as well too.
Yeah, and invite me next time.
They got coffee, drinks. Don't worry, you're invited. You're invited.
Buy the book. Hey, White Boy. The name of the book,
Yes.
Sonny's book. You gotta read, you gotta hear this full story.
Amazing story, amazing guy. We talked on another segment about the perfect handshake.
Perfect handshake.
Do you remember it?
I do remember it.
All right,
Did you practice it?
I did it a little bit.
Right,
okay,
ready?
wait, pinky first.
Pinky first.
Okay, we just, that's not the perfect handshake.
Yeah, we just don't know
we
how
messed
to do that.
up.
We don't know how to do
Okay.
that. And then, of course, the aerial tramway, which was, it was good. I heard that he almost got stuck up there.
You know,
you called ahead and said, turn that thing off, didn't you?
If it's the God's will, if it's God's will.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Preach.
Lord is trying to tell me something.
Lord is trying to tell you something. All right, thanks so much. We'll see you next week.